Okay, perfect. All right, so welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining our first meeting of the semester. We're so glad that you guys are here. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Paula, you can go to the next slide. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our board introductions so you guys can get to know us a little bit. All right, so my name is Hannah. I'll start. I'm the president this year of College Democrats. I'm a junior graduating in 3 semesters. Woohoo. Fall of 2021. I'm a political science major and a business and economics minor. And currently I work for Ruth's List Florida, which is a political organization that sponsors Democratic female pro-choice candidates for Florida state and local races. But I'm very, very excited to work with you guys this year. Yeah, so we can go ahead to the next one.
Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm your vice president. I'm a sophomore majoring in political science with a minor in emergency management. And I am the biggest Fleetwood Mac fan on earth, no competition. And Jimmy Carter is the greatest president of all time. So long story short, this is me. Hello, you'll see a lot of me. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Gabby Hagan. I'm your Chief Financial Officer. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am a junior graduating by spring 2022, hopefully sooner. I'm a psychology major and a legal studies minor, and I am a researcher at the psych department in UCF.
Hi guys, my name is Zoe. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm the director of political affairs and I'm a sophomore at UCF, and I'm a double major in political science and social work, and I work at Orange Theory Fitness, and I would give up all of my belongings for Zendaya and Harry Styles. Thank you.
Hi, how's it going? I'm Matthew Lago. I'm your director of outreach. Currently, I major in international relations and I minor in education. I'm super into tattoos and piercings, so if you want to talk to me about that, that's super cool. I love Pantera, and I kind of disagree with Dylan. I think Harry Truman's a better president, but that's fine. We can all have cold takes occasionally. So yeah, awesome. Thank you. Nice meeting y'all.
Hey everyone, my name's Diego. I use he, him pronouns. I'm the director of public relations. I am junior, senior. I stopped counting. I don't really care. I plan to finish next year in the fall. I'm a political science major with a minor in strategic communications, and graphic design is my passion. If you see our posts, and if you see March for Lives Florida posts, those are designed by yours truly.
Hello guys, my name is Paula. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am the secretary. I'm a sophomore. I plan on graduating in 2022. My major is political science. I'm pre-law track, and I'm minoring in psychology. And currently, I am working with the Biden campaign and the Florida Democratic Party as a field organizer.
Okay, awesome. So those are our board members. We also have a couple of caucus chairs that we want to introduce you to. These are just the caucuses that we have so far that got started over the summer. So we'll go ahead and jump in. I'll let them introduce themselves really quick, just with their names or pronouns, and then their major and their caucus.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley. I'm the Women's Caucus Chair. Yeah, and I'm a senior at UC. I'm a political science major with a minor in economics, and I hope to graduate in the spring.
Hi, I'm Olivia Solomon. I'm the Women's Caucus Vice Chair. I'm a freshman and with a major in journalism and a minor in political science. I have no idea when I'm gonna graduate. It's my first semester, so who knows?
Hi, everyone. My name is Logan. I'm a co-chair with Carrie of the LGBTQ caucus. My major is political science with a few minors, including global peace and security and history. And I should be graduating in the spring of 2023.
Hey guys, I'm Carrie, health science major, preclinical. I'm a junior, senior, just like Diego. I don't really know. I stopped counting, but I should be done in fall 2021. I like yoga. I like drinking a lot of coffee and dancing.
Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm the Labor Caucus Chair, and I graduate 2023 for political science pre-law.
Hi, I'm Yesenia. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm the Hispanic Caucus Chair. I don't know what year I am, but I'm a political science major and an economics minor, and I have certificates in diplomacy, and I'm getting one in no, I think I'm also minoring in legal studies soon. So yeah.
And I'm back. I'm Dylan, in case anybody somehow missed that. I am the chair of Knights for Joe, which is the Biden campaign's place on campus. And if you look at the picture, my dog is my honorary co-chair.
Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and see. We're gonna have a quick presentation. I don't think he's here yet. Okay, we can.
No,
come
I'm
back
here.
to that. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you in the participants. You should be able to share your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead and do that. We're just gonna have a quick presentation on the Legislative Scholars Program through UCF. So yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much for having me here today. My name is Jacob Ballard. I am a coordinator in our Government and Community Relations Office at the University of Central Florida, and I'm here today to talk about UCF Legislative Scholars. My pronouns are he, his, what's the third one? He, him, I think is what it is, right? All three of those. And I am a current grad student here at the University of Central Florida, studying urban regional planning with a certificate in public policy analysis. I graduated in 2019, so I was also a former UCF legislative scholar, and now work with our office overseeing this program. So thank you so much for having me here today and be able to talk a little bit about our program. So if you all haven't heard about UCF Legislative Scholars, it's a prestigious internship created here at UCF in 2005. We were actually started with about 4 interns, and we have grown to over 20 positions. So this is a really great opportunity if you all are interested in politics, especially here in Florida. We actually place students full-time in a variety of legislative offices in Tallahassee every annual legislative session. So every year there's an annual session that occurs in Tallahassee where it's 60 days, where it's state constitutionally required to pass a budget, and we place students in those offices. So this year, the session starts in February with committee weeks, and then the actual session starts in March and then wraps up at the end of April. So students who are selected as UCF Legislative Scholars actually get to live up and work in Tallahassee during this legislative session, and they will be experiencing what it's like during Tallahassee, which is a pretty chaotic and crazy environment. So we also have a required training, what we call boot camp, and that occurs in January. And that's a 4-day boot camp that basically prepares y'all to get up to Tallahassee and kick butt up there because maybe this is your first professional internship, or maybe you never networked before, et cetera. We will teach you all the ins and outs of the Florida legislative process. So what's the benefit of being a UCF legislative scholar? So we got some pretty good benefits. And what it is that you get a $3,000 scholarship. Yeah, $3,000. I know, it's pretty nice. And then you get a fully paid and furnished apartment. This is actually a picture from the complex itself. It's called Evergreens at Mahan, and it's about 10-minute drive from the state capitol complex. So what we do is that we actually provide a fully furnished apartment. So there'll be a bed, couch, dishes, even towels are provided for y'all, sheets, etc. So all you have to do is just move up to Tallahassee and work in the legislative office. And you also will be able to receive internship credit. So this is a really great opportunity for any of y'all in certain programs that require internships. This is where y'all are able to receive credit, and that $3,000 is able to help cover tuition. If you want to take, a 3 credit hour or 6 credit hour tuition, 6 credit hour class, and then also maybe some extra money left over for like suits and other things. So we also provide a fully paid round trip to Tallahassee. So if you are driving from, let's say you live down in South Florida, you can drive up to Tallahassee and we will cover that expense and gets reimbursed to you all. So we want to try and make it as easy as possible. So all you have to worry about is being a student in our program. So those who are eligible to apply for our program you have to be a junior, senior, or graduate student to apply. So fortunately for y'all who are listening, who are freshmen, sophomore, this is an opportunity that you can keep your eyes out for in the future. But you also have to be from certain programs. As most people who are interested in politics usually are, whether it's in the actual school politics and security and national affairs or legal studies, public admin, you name it. These are the programs that we select students from because we want to make sure that your interests are aligned with our intent of the program. And so like I said, you can be from these programs, which is ULEAD, Burnett Honors College, Interdisciplinary Studies, School of Politics, Security, International Affairs, Nicholson, Legal Studies, Public Admin, and Health Management and Informatics. And then the application process itself is you can go on Handshake by searching for UCF Legislative Scholars. That is an actual job posting on that web platform. If y'all aren't familiar with it, it's basically UCF's version of LinkedIn. So you can create your own kind of profile, you can apply for jobs and all that fun stuff on there. And our posting is located there. So applications are coming due at September 20th at midnight. So that's pretty soon. So if you are interested from, hearing this kind of brief synopsis of our program, I highly encourage y'all to start getting started on that application, as it's not the hardest application, it's just a little bit more time consuming. So like I said, completed applications must be uploaded to Handshake, and they include a updated resume, a personal statement, legislative research and response, 3 letters of recommendation. 1 has to be from a faculty member, but the other 2 can be from like mentors or your boss at a job, etc. It can be also all 3 can be from faculty if you want to do that. And then also a unofficial degree audit from your My UCF account. So that's kind of like the application process in a nutshell. I highly encourage y'all to check out this opportunity. I was a scholar back in the class of 2019, and it has really impacted my life and kind of my trajectory. So what we have coming up is 2 application clinics that are occurring on September 15th at 11 a.m. and September 16th at 1 p.m. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about the actual application process and how to apply, come to these application clinics. We actually will review and give you tips and recommendations on the tips. I mean, how many jobs or internships do you actually, have the opportunity to hear from people themselves on what are the best ways to apply and et cetera. So I highly encourage y'all to consider UCF Legislative Scholars. A lot of our former scholars have gone on to work full-time in the state politics, whether it's an actual state representative. One of our currently State Representative Amber Mariano from Pasco County. She is a former UCF Legislative Scholar. We have a lot of people who are working in the State House and State Senate as legislative aides. So that's really cool if you are interested in doing that. It's a great jumping off point if you're interested in going to law school, because a lot of our students actually get the chance to meet with people who either have worked or gone to FSU Law, Stetson Law, etc., Barry. And then also this could be a great way for you to figure out if politics in Florida is your route, or maybe is DC the route for you. I can open up to any questions. I also have here our Facebook page. So if you look us up on Facebook, UCF Legislative Scholars, you will find us there. We have a lot of great content tips. We have a little thing called Tuesday Tips that allows you all to get another way of how to apply for UCF Legislative Scholars. And then we also have a bunch of different content that can give you a little bit more of an idea of our program. So are there any questions for me? Maybe in the chat or anything like that?
I have a question. I was wondering, like, how do you work with one politician specifically, or do you just work like in the Capitol?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you so much. So how it actually works is that we place students in the State House of Representatives, the State Senate, and 3 different lobbying firms. So when you are in the State House, you're actually assigned to 2 House members who are in different districts across the state, right? There's 120 legislative offices in the State House. So we have a big constituency of who we want to serve in our program. So you will be assigned to 2 offices where you'll work Monday, Wednesday, Friday in one office, Tuesday, Thursday in another office. This is an awesome opportunity to actually see the legislative process come to life. And that's where you'll work with maybe someone who's the Speaker of the House or someone who's the leadership of the state Democratic Party or in the House and et cetera, the caucus, and or someone who's the Senate Pro Tem. So when you are also placed in the Senate, you are placed in one office. There are about 40 senators in the state of Florida, so it's a little bit less number. So we assign 1 Senate office to each student. For the lobbying firms, there's one actual lobbying firm, Gray Robinson, who is actually the 3rd largest lobbying firm in the state of Florida, and they are very influential. So if you're interested in lobbying, that's a great way. We also work with Orange County government and the city of Orlando. So if you're interested also in the local government aspect, this is a great way to just do that, to learn. That's where I was placed. I was placed with Orange County government, and I was able to see what the county, process was like within to the state politics. So I got to learn so many things about local government, whether it's sewer to crime and jails to waste management, you name it. So it's a really great opportunity. Any other questions? No? All right. Well, thank you all so much for having me here today. Again, come apply to UCF Legislative Scholars. I highly encourage you all to check it out. At least check out the application and see if this is an opportunity for y'all, because I was just like y'all's in your feet just a couple years ago. And now here I am talking to y'all. So it's about this program. So it's a really, really great opportunity. All right, so I'll stop sharing my screen. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming. We definitely encourage anybody who's interested and eligible to apply. It's definitely a great program to see if working in politics, working in a legislative office or a lobbying firm is right for you. So definitely encourage you to apply. We love those paid opportunities. Definitely always trying to get paid for our work. So yeah, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us or to Jacob, and we would definitely can help you get in contact with whoever can help you there. Okay, Paula, we'll go on to the next.
Hey guys, Gabby again. So this is all about dues, shirts, and our membership. Obviously, it's a little different this year, but the way we're doing it is to become a member. You just have to buy a shirt through a third-party website. This way, we don't have to give you shirts. You don't have to come to us and get it. So we have a QR code here. You guys can scan it and you'll be brought to the website where we're selling shirts. The design for the shirts is actually right there. And that was our PR person, Diego. He's great. So we actually have multiple options this year. We have t-shirts, we have a long sleeve shirt, and we have a crew neck. Buying one of those will grant you membership for the year. So all you have to do is buy it, and it should actually ship out in the next 2 weeks. So that's great. You don't have to wait until the end of this semester. If you would rather become a member just for the semester, you're more than welcome to Venmo or Cash App us. $15, our Venmo and Cash App are on the screen here. If you do that, just put your name and your email address so you can be put on our mailing list. So yeah, I think that's it for the membership dues. We started this fundraiser back in the summer, and it's for Knights Pantry. That's going to be ending this Friday. We were selling stickers and old shirts. We still have a couple of shirts left. I know we have one star sticker left that was very popular, and a couple of the others. If you're interested in that, 100% of the proceeds are going to Knights Pantry. You can just DM our Instagram account and we will get you set up through that. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, by the way, feel free to DM our Instagram anytime.
Also, I just want to say just real quick that the old shirts, it's like very limited supply. There's maybe like 15 left in on all different sizes from like small to like extra large. So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have Dylan talk about this first part actually.
Okay, hello. So if you're looking for more ways to get directly involved at College Democrats at UCF, a really good way to do it is to apply to become a caucus chair. So currently we already have a couple great caucuses already launched, and we're going to be doing a lot of events and stuff throughout the next couple months over Zoom. And what we do have available are multiple positions still open for anybody who's interested in getting more involved. So the caucuses in the immediate that we would like to see is our Black Caucus, our Disability Caucus, and our Environmental Caucus. These caucuses existed last semester, but so far all three positions are open. So if you are interested in any of those three, you can use the QR code to reach the application. But I also want to emphasize that those aren't the only three caucuses that can exist. If you have an issue that you're particularly passionate about and you want to consider creating a caucus around it, you're more than happy to on that application. Also as an option for others that you can write in the type of caucus you would like to do. And by doing that, you're going to be able to not only have, as long as the interview process and everything goes well, a position within College Democrats at UCF, but you're going to be able to have our resources at your disposal in order to create events and such around those issues that you are very passionate about. And one other thing that we're very big on with the caucuses is an idea that we kind of talked about for those of you returning from last year. We had a discussion about it, most of you are probably aware, is the idea of intersectionality, of showing that a lot of these issues that we're talking about, particularly when it comes to our caucuses, they intersect with each other. So we really want to promote a lot of conversation about subjects that really aren't talked about as much because of just lack of prominence or lack of understanding around them. So this is a great way to get involved, and it's a good way to educate yourself more on the issues that people face day to day, not only nationwide, but specifically in the Orlando, Seminole County kind of area, where a lot of these issues we still see every day.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Dylan. So yeah, definitely, I would definitely encourage anyone to apply to those. When you, obviously this QR code gets sent to the application, you'll see that we have a couple caucuses still open that don't have chairs. You're also, like Dylan said, more than welcome to, what's what I'm looking for, like apply for like a separate one. Another thing that we want to mention, if you're looking to get more involved, in the upcoming weeks, we're going to be unveiling a new board position. We don't have like all of the details figured out quite yet, but we will be talking about this definitely at the next meeting, if not before then. So be keeping that in mind if you're looking to get more involved, now that the semester is like kind of getting started, and it will definitely be by then. If you think you have the time to commit to being a board member, we would love to have you apply. More information on that to come. But yeah, does anybody have any questions before we move on about anything we've talked about so far, or specifically about these, like getting more involved with our organization?
I do want to say really quickly, I forgot to mention this in the previous slide. To become a caucus chair member or to apply for the board, you do have to be a member. So.
And also to vote in the election that we will have for the new board member, you'll also have to have bought a shirt or sent in your dues through Venmo or Cash App. Yep. Any other questions real quick before we move on? Okay, perfect. I'm going to skip the next slide, Paola, and go to the one after that. Okay, so really quick before I stop the live stream for us to go into breakout rooms, I just want to talk about some upcoming events, and we have a couple people here to speak about some internship and volunteer opportunities. So I'm going to turn it over to Shahan real quick, one of our former board members, to talk about that first event.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hannah. It's great seeing Gabby, Dylan, Paola, all y'all. For those of you that don't know me, I was the former DOPA, the Director of Political Affairs at College Dems last year. And now I am finishing out, and I am also organizing for the Joe Biden campaign here in Florida. So I'll be organizing here in the UCF is in my turf, and I want to let y'all know about basically what's going to be happening over the next 2 months. So we are like now less than 2 months away from Election Day. So we really want to make sure that we're keeping our foot on the gas and making sure we're keeping tunnel vision and doing whatever we can to turn out votes for Joe. So with that being said, over the next 2 months, I'll be setting up a regular phone bank here for UCF students with lists cut for UCF students. So we'll be making sure that we're turning out our classmates and also people who live out in this area. We're seeing now that the youth vote is going to be really, really important, especially in the last primaries, and we're trying to make sure that people can vote safely and securely. So on Saturday at 3 o'clock, we'll be having a formal info session on what GOTV is going to look like. So we'll be going into some of our virtual phone bank hubs and how we can get into our distributed texting machines and also our automated dialers. So everything is going to be focused on getting out the vote and locking down this I-4 corridor for Joe Biden. We're in the biggest battleground state in the country. That's 29 electoral votes. So if we can lock it down here in Orange County, we flip the state, and we're also going to be focusing on our down ballot races and making sure that we have good progressive candidates, up and down the ballot, and we're making sure that the Democrats have that blue wave. So with that, I'll be working with Dylan. I believe he is the caucus chair for Knights for Joe. So we'll be coordinating that. So you can reach out to Dylan or you can reach out to myself, and I'll put my contact details in the chat. So feel free to reach out and check out the Mobilize link I will also be putting in the chat. Thank you so much for the time. Looking forward to meeting y'all and locking down Florida. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Sean, for coming. We miss you. He was our former DOPA last year, so definitely great to see our UCF College Dems and also our fellow Knights working to elect Democrats down the ballot. So that is awesome. I'll go over a couple more of the upcoming events. Also, this will be obviously mentioned that we're going to be live streaming this on YouTube, but go ahead and definitely feel free to take a picture of this slide if you need any of this information. We will be posting about it on our social medias, but since it's all here. The next couple of events are, they're calling it Meetings with Members. It's an event being put on with us in collaboration with the Governmental Affairs section of Student Government. So this one is going to be with Representative Carlos Guillermo-Smith. For those of you who do not know, he is the representative in the Florida House for UCF area. So if you live on campus or in a lot of student housing, he is your Florida House representative. So this one is going to be a little different than if you've gone to any of the last ones because it is, so UCF is a Hispanic serving institution, and this falls during Hispanic Serving Institution Week. So we're going to be focusing a little bit more on that. It's going to be hosted by myself and also the diversity and inclusion coordinator with Student Government. So definitely be on the lookout for more info about that. I would love to see you guys there. We also have an event coming up in collaboration with PSA, which is the Pride Student Association. That is coming up in late October. Our next meeting is going to be on the 22nd. We're going to be focusing this semester more on outside events, and so we're only going to be doing these general body meetings every 2 weeks. So the next one will be 2 weeks from now on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Also tomorrow, I think that is, yeah, tomorrow, SGA is doing voter registration on campus. If you need to update your voter registration or get registered, you're welcome to stop by. They're going to be doing it on the student union patio, I believe. So if you need to update your voter registration, you're going to be on campus anyway, definitely feel free to stop by and get that done. Okay, so Sean talked about the fellowship. Now we have, we're going to be talking about the Florida Public Interest Research Group. We have someone here who's going to talk about that.
Hi guys. Hi, my name is Angelina. Thank you for introducing. I'm a sophomore majoring in political science here at UCF, and I'm a grassroots intern with Florida PIRG students. So this fall, we have remote internship opportunities that I'd like to let you guys know about. We're working to help increase youth voter turnout in our community, and I'm gonna go ahead and post the interest form for that in the chat. Oh, my bad. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't think it's letting me post in the whole chat, like to everyone. So I'm gonna go ahead and send that to you, Hannah. And if you could like let that, yeah, put that there. Thank you. Okay. So to get started, to say this year has been challenging is absolutely an understatement. With the pandemic and a ton of other social justice events that have made this year pretty challenging and unexpected, that's an understatement, definitely. But that has not stopped the 2020 election from quickly approaching. And we know young people have the opportunity to make a huge difference this year. So Florida PIRG is a student-run nonprofit on campus that works to train students on how to be engaged activists. We work with professional staff to educate the public and run successful nonpartisan grassroots campaigns. Leading up to the 2018 midterm elections, we helped over 10,000 students register to vote across 12 college and university campuses in the state. And with life going virtual, we think it's more important than ever to help young people be civically engaged. Fortunately, we're still able to do that and help cast ballots through virtual organizing. Over the summer, our team of interns across the state worked to make sure students were registered to vote and turning out to the polls safely ahead of the August 18th primaries. But we know that there's more work to be done. So this fall, we're focused on getting students registered and ready to turn out on Election Day in November. Let me tell you a few things about what we're up to and how you can help. So this November, we have the opportunity to elect national, state, and local leaders who will be making important decisions that impact all of us. Here in Florida, people definitely pay attention to our politics. The last 3 presidential elections came down to less than 300,000 votes between candidates, and young people make up the largest and most diverse group of potential voters in the country, with our own values, ideas, and issues that we care about. There are nearly 1 million college students in this state alone. The nation's already looking at us, so we have the opportunity to make sure they're really paying attention to what we have to say. This fall, we're organizing at 16 colleges and universities across the state to help over 10,000 students register to vote and make over 50,000 get out the vote reminders leading up to November 3rd. In order to do that, we're working with student government and other organizations on campus to reach students through email, phone, text, and social media to make sure everyone's voter registration is up to date and they have all the tools to vote to make their voice heard. We're also planning virtual events like town halls and vote concerts to ensure we're engaging every possible person. But we're not going to do this alone. We're looking for people to take on remote internships with us, which is about a 10 to 15 hour a week commitment that allows you to take on real leadership. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and open up the link to the interest form we put out and start filling that out. And we'll be in touch about the next few steps. If anyone has trouble opening it, let me know. But while you're filling those out, I'll tell you just a couple more things about our program. Whether you have 10 hours a week to take on a remote internship or just a few hours throughout the whole semester to take a few actions from home, we have ways for you to help. It's going to take a lot of us doing something to make sure our friends, family, and classmates have the resources and ability to make their voice heard. Not only will you learn new skills and make a difference, but you'll also meet other people that care about the same things you do, like the power that young people have in these elections. And it's a great way to stay connected. So if you want to learn more, please fill out the interest form. Also, another plug to learn more about us, we have our kickoff event this Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. We'll be talking about our plans to get out the vote this semester and finding ways that we can all work together to get people registered. I'll post the link to that RSVP form in the chat right now. Please fill it out and I hope to see you guys there. It is a completely virtual event just to keep everyone at ease about obviously like what's going on. I think I have access now. Okay, perfect. So that's the RSVP form for that. Finally, to wrap myself up, what kind of voters organization would we be if we didn't give you the chance to register to vote? If you aren't registered to, or you've moved since the last time you registered, you can update your registration at studentvote.org. And again, I'll post that in the chat. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you guys letting me come and talk. I hope you have a great rest of your meeting in your breakout rooms. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and email my organizer, Isabel, and I will put her email in the chat as well. Thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. All of that information, everybody should be able to see that in the chat if you are interested in, and Shahan also put his contact information in there. So if you have any questions about that, definitely reach out to them. We would love to see you guys getting involved, especially coming up on this election in November. So if you have any questions, you can always ask us and reach out to them for those specific opportunities. The last opportunity we have real quick is with Patricia Sigmund's campaign for state senate. That district is just over the county line in Seminole County, but a lot of UCF students live over there. If you live in like Northgate Lakes or any of those communities on the other side of, what street is that, McCulloch, then you live in Seminole County. So she could definitely be your representative. I'm gonna put her organizer's email in the chat if you're interested in volunteering for them. They have, it's a lot of phone banks coming up, obviously, since everything is mostly virtual. So you can reach out to her for more information on how to get involved with them and all of that. Okay, Paula, can you go back one? Okay, so we're gonna go into breakout rooms really quick. You should be, they're in groups of about 5, and there should be an officer in each one. We're just gonna talk a little bit, get to know you guys, get to know, like, figure out what we're looking for from this organization. So I think if I click open, if you are in breakout room 6, that's mine. I can't put myself in there, I have to jump in after, so just hold tight for 1 second, but let me open these. Okay, so you should have gotten an invitation to join a breakout room. Go ahead and hop in there. Perfect.